on and memes. Well,
Whoa.
this is Aetherflux Hunters. This is D&D in space with bounty hunters. So,
Aw,
welcome
yeah.
to our second official session. Last week, Scott rained out, believe it or not. There was a heck of a storm that blew across New York, and it wiped a couple of our players completely off the internet, out of the power grid, and it's not
We're
a
back in the Stone Ages, folks.
yeah.
Storm
How
hits
does one
hard.
live
Back to
without
the
Wi-Fi?
80s.
Back to the 80s.
But we're all here today, and so we are going to pick up where we left off. So, if you remember, your handler, Mother, and the pilot of the Scout 64 Nomez introduced you to the violent G atmosphere reentry favored by the Bounty Hunter Guild. After rearranging the contents of your stomach, the Scout 64 softly touched down on the orange sands of Space Australia's outback. Your quarry is one Rimble Kitchard, a former highwayman wanted by Alliance authorities for his crimes and by the Guild itself for bail jumping. In a moment seemingly out of character for Mother, he sent Nomez away and talked to you privately. Mother claimed that he is part of the Ethical Hunters faction within the Guild, and he does not appreciate collateral damage or innocent people being hurt. He also admitted to knowing Rimble personally, claiming that your target is a changed man. Thus, he encouraged you to bring Rimble in alive if at all possible. The trick with that request, though, is that Rimble Kitchard is a truly deadly quarry. Saying this, he boarded the Return Scout 64 and made for a little cantina in Kew, about 50 miles west of here, with a satyr burlesque dancer that puts on a show you don't want to miss. I should have said that in Mother's voice. Sorry. He and Nomez will be back in 2 days to check on the PCs unless they somehow get word to him requesting he return faster, or that they had good reason to need more time. The PCs were then left to survive the desert and head for Rimble using their tracking puck. After Quiplick experimented with the cactus-based laxatives, the PCs managed to track true to the butte where their stealth failed them, but not before revealing the truth of their quarry. Rimble Kitchard was indeed below them, but he wasn't alone, the way the tracking puck had claimed. A little girl, his daughter, Annabelle, his wife, Anna, ran to greet Rimble. Spying the PCs, Rimble sent them inside the domicile dome of the 3-dome moisture farm and prepared to face his would-be hunters. During the tense standoff, Sesh's silver tongue proved valuable, talking Rimble down from a fight and convincing him the PCs would prefer to capture him without violence, and that the PCs meant no harm to him or his family. Rimble was persuaded, but explained he couldn't leave his family. Both he and his wife were necessary for the successful operation of the moisture farm, and without one of them, the remaining family members would die of thirst. Further, the family couldn't join the hunters due to Annabelle's illness, the treatment for which only grew in this area of the outback. Rimble said he would go peacefully with the PCs if they could secure 2 things for his family. First, get a particular crystal from a cave complex that will allow the moisture farm to operate with only Anna running it. Second, secure his family by either eliminating a brigand threat or enlisting the protection of a powerful mystic who lived in the area. The latter seems like a more permanent solution, but the former could work for a while too. Before prey and hunters could come to an agreement, AS 1.6 arrived, weapons blazing, as he sped in to attack Rimble on a runner. This is where we pick up action for this session of Aetherflux Hunters. Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Any questions before we actually roll for initiative? I'm going to shut off the Twitch stream here.
Do you want me to share my screen?
Sure. If it's not going to hurt your function.
Yeah, if
No,
you're
no.
good to do it, I mean,
I'm just not gonna I won't be speaking in chat in text chat while I do, but I can always I can figure it out.
look, if we want to try and figure this out for maybe next time, next combat, or okay, I see it. I'm hitting watch stream. Right.
Okay.
And
And
I'm
you know what?
sharing my
Xbox
screen,
gave me
so,
some free
so it
Nitro,
looks
so I've got
big,
it good quality.
big
Yeah,
roll
I get
20,
it.
and we should just be on the side. I think this probably looks okay. Let me check my stream view. Yeah, I think that looks all right.
Oh no. My phone's dying. Excuse me.
Oh. Ah, yes. Tech problems. They're right up there with scheduling issues for things that are the real, true big bad evil guy of D&D.
Wouldn't be game night without something going wrong somewhere.
Oh yeah,
It's
100%.
more like it. I could get
Well-
by without this. at least.
No, I got you.
Stream ended. Ah, what else?
Okay.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah,
That's-
so initiative, I rolled it, but I didn't calculate. Ah! I have no initiative modifier. Right. This is not a dex-based character. My initiative is 14. I will type it in chat.
Okay. That's helpful. So I'm going to just do it the old-fashioned way for now.
Oh, do you want it in? Okay. Do you want it in that chat?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we
Okay.
typically
Okay.
use
Besides,
the
I did it wrong
Discord
on the other thing
chat.
anyway.
Just I like to say it out loud for the stream, but then the chat
Stream's good.
makes it way easier for the DM, especially for
Yeah,
initiative. I
man.
think.
15 for Arnold.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, and I got a 21.
Woo! Hot stuff.
I got a 20.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Roll
Okay.
12.
12 for Rhett. Rhett Butler there.
Hmm.
Oh boy, can't find my equipment.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Can you guys hear the music? Is it too loud or anything?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear it. Sounds good.
You can turn it. Each person can turn it down a little bit if they need to.
Okay. Okay. Oops, I just turned it all the way down myself.
All right, there we are.
All right. Why can't I? Oh, going the wrong way. There we go. All right. So, the Sesh, what's your Dex modifier?
My Dex modifier, I gotta find the screen it's on 1 second, is a +3.
+3. All right, you go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see is that runner that's on the fly, that's moving quickly. Its trajectory looks to be about like this. Well, I didn't mean that part, but yeah. That's the way the runner is going.
And the runner, are we talking, is the hooded figure?
No,
Or
that's
is
a
it the
big old
car?
car-looking
No.
thing on the upper right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting dots on the ground here. There's a way to ping. I don't know.
Hold left click. You might have to have it on arrow mode though, or pointer mode, whatever you want to call it. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so who is that hooded figure next to us?
That's That's Rimble. Why am I continuing to put red dots everywhere? Damn it. Hold on.
Are you still on draw mode?
Yeah, I know why. I just
Oh,
No, I actually don't see the red dots.
Me either.
They blend in with the ground very well.
Oh,
That's
Whoa.
Rimble Kitchard.
yeah. If you want to see what he looks like in actuality,
Oh,
oh, cool.
nice.
Cool. Okay, so this speeder's coming right at me, and can I shoot at the guy that's driving it?
AS-Bot's driving it. AS 1.6 is driving.
Asbot's driving this thing?
Yes,
I'm
that-
totally gonna cheese this mofo. Yeah, let me shoot right at him.
Okay.
But
Roll to
you
hit.
okay? Let's see. Let me grab my other screen here. There's too many things happening. Okay. Attack crossbow. That would be a dirty 20.
That hits. Roll for damage.
And would that be sneak attack or no?
No.
Okay.
In fact, I should have given him sneak attack, but I did not.
What do you mean?
Well, not sneak attack, but I should give him surprise round. But I figure I'll take it a little bit easy on you.
I got a 6 for damage.
Okay.
Ting! Eat that metal face. No offense. I look over at my friend, Red Sox. And then I will use my movement action, I suppose, to get out of the line of fire, or the path of that thing. And I want to go my 30 feet, so how do I pick that? This guy here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whatever.
Okay. It is now AS 1.6's turn. And he is coming in. So what I would like is for Arnolf to make a dexterity saving throw. Unless you want to be hit by it.
Alright, let's see here.
Unless you want to be smacked by a moving vehicle.
I challenge you, laws of physics. 11.
So yeah, let me roll the dice.
Man.
You took 2 damage, we'll say, because I gave you advantage on the. I gave him disadvantage because you're a moving target. He's not
Right.
really gunning for you, so you only take 2 damage from being hit by the car.
Alright.
Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna have Rimble make a dex check. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see how much damage he takes. Well, he takes a bit more damage than you did. The car hits him a little bit more square, as he is the intended target of the attack.
Deleted.
Well, he's a bit tougher than you guys, so I don't worry about him too much yet. Okay. All right. Good. And then with the car, with the runner out, he, for his movement, he dismounts and he approaches. Well, he's ready to attack the next round. And just so you guys can get an idea of what he looks like.
Uh-oh.
That's AS 1.6.
I am
So
Metal
he looks
Groot.
so badass. He's gonna die though.
Okay. Next up is Abraxas.
How far apart are those 5-foot squares?
Those are 5-foot squares, yes.
Okay. And you said Kitchen just took a hit by the car, right?
Yes.
By the runner.
Yep.
Okay. Can I just pick up and move my token if I'm going to move?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Here.
Okay.
It's within my movement. And I load up a test tube into my gun, point it straight at Kittred's back, and I fire Cure Wounds on him.
Cure wounds. Okay. Roll for healing. Well, I guess actually you have to roll to hit, don't you? Right. Yeah. You have to roll to hit him first, because you are basically attacking him with health. But you can do that with advantage, since he would not be. We'll say he trusts you for some reason.
Okay. I'm not sure how to make a generic attack roll.
Are you trying to use the roller on roll 20?
In beyond. Yeah. No, in beyond.
Oh, in beyond.
So
Wait,
go to your actions, right? And then in actions, you'll see your weapon. Is your weapon?
It's
in
not
use?
really a weapon. It's just it's my ability to use Cure Wounds as an artificer.
Oh, you should.
is that
I'm just kidding.
Oh, then I mean,
Oh,
no?
you
You can just do it. Then you can just do it.
yeah,
Okay.
you're just flavoring it as shooting at him.
Just giving it flavor text.
Yeah, okay.
But keep in mind, cure wounds is usually a touch spell.
Yep. That's why I moved
Okay.
within range there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just to think, like, I guess, I mean, because it's a touch spell, but you did move within range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's good. It's all set.
never mind. Never mind.
I rolled an 8 plus 4. That's 12.
Okay. So, math in my head is okay. He looks a lot better. Like he's still got some, probably some will be bruising, but he's up on his feet now, and he's able to, draw his weapons and be able to engage if he chooses to.
Okay.
So that is your action and your movement. Any bonus actions or anything?
Negative.
Okay. Arnulf.
Okay. Well, upon being struck with a car, Arnulf is going to fly into a rage.
Usually makes people mad.
Do they have a blue icon for rage in here? There we go, little dude shouting. I'll make it go away. There we go. You dare strike me with a car? And I'm going to move there. And I'm going to swing at him with my halberd. Rolled for 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. D10 plus. Raging gives me +2, so 6.
Okay. Pieces of metal and some plating smash off of AS. He looks pretty good. But you definitely did some damage to him.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Quiplik.
Yep. Okay. So Quiplik strides forward a couple to about here to get himself in range. And as he's walking over, he pulls a fishing hook out of his gear and he plunges it into the flesh of his hand to squeeze out a drop of blood. And he starts intoning, chanting in Tortle. It sounds almost like if you're familiar with throat singing, this like wah, wah, thing as he casts Bane on the automatic stalker.
All right. Can you remind me what Bane does?
Bane is a debuff spell. It's going to be a Charisma DC 13 on him. And if he fails, he's going to have to roll a d4 and subtract that roll from any attack roll or saving throw for the duration of the spell.
I don't know if there is. I'm going to just throw a wrench on him like he's been monkey wrenched.
Okay, so he failed.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Or
I
you were
forgot
just
that roll.
testing if you had a thing for it.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
where's the DC again?
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
DC 13 Charisma save for Bane.
That is going to beat it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
That's fine. These things happen. I will mark off the spell slot.
So he doesn't have the whammy on him. Okay. Notes. All right. It is now Rimble's turn as he got up after being healed by our tiefling artificer. He says, "You guys want to prove you got my back? You take care of this thing. I'm going inside." And he runs in, and you hear that he slams the door, and you hear like blocks and bolts and things being pushed up against the door. He's more concerned with protecting his family than he is in fighting this thing head on. So that's his turn. So that brings us to Rhett.
Alright. Basically, just going to take a shot at it.
Okay.
Kind of enough of this. Boom. Hit him with a longbow.
Roll to hit.
Oof. 9.
That bounces off his plating, and he sort of gives you like a quick look. Can't believe a fellow robot in his metallic thinking would do that. But he's going to turn his attention back to the guy who hit him the most, which was Arnolf. So we're into round 2. Sesh, you're up.
Red buddy, what happened?
I missed. I never miss.
All right, I'm
Try not to
going
miss
to.
again.
Let's hit him again. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Roll.
And that would be another dirty 20.
Damn, you are locked in. Pow. The arrow
10. Skadoosh.
finds its mark within AS 1.6. And the arrow goes in and it kind of hits the plating that Arnolf had blasted away in his previous attack. And you can see it like sort of sticking in there, and maybe like his actuators are a little bit messed up, and he's trying to kind of move his arm to free the bolt or free the arrow. But he is still seems to be quite functional.
Okay.
Um,
One sec.
he
And I'd like to give Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action to my man Arnolf.
was that D6?
That would be a D6, yes.
Right on.
I start to sing a tune. And I don't know what the tune is, but it means F him up, Lion Man.
Thunder, thunder, Thundercat. Oh,
Oh!
Dun, 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 dun. I'm done.
you want to move it or anything?
Nah, I've got a pretty good beat. You know what? Nah, I got a pretty good beat on this ombre. I'm good.
Okay. Oh, now it's AS's turn.
There's no penalty to shoot through friendly spaces, correct?
Correct.
Unless I'm
Um,
shooting, then all bets are off.
But if you roll a natural 1, there might be a penalty.
Sure, sure.
Um,
Wasn't far off.
all right, since Arnoff is the one who did the most damage to him, he decided he's got one arm is got a sword blade on it, and the other one is a mace. One is a mace for a fist, and he's going to use the mace on Arnoff.
Too bad, on the other hand, it wasn't a fist for a mace.
Does an 11 hit you, Arnoff?
No, AC 15.
Okay. Can you guys see my rolls in the chat there?
Yes.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
saw Mace Fist 11.
Yep.
7
I was-
bludgeoning.
At first,
Mace
I was
for your
confused
face.
by the 20, but I think that's just the die it rolled.
No, the die was up
20 was
above
for
him.
something else.
Yeah,
Oh.
for last hit.
I see. All right, so he missed.
Okay. Then, unfortunately, he is pretty powerful, so he takes a second attack on you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
15 hit.
Ties it. Ties it.
15 is the hit.
So,
So for 10,
oof. Yeah.
that is slashing though, right?
Yeah, it is slashing. Yeah.
So I reduce it by half because mad.
Oof. You hit the right guy then.
Yeah, that would have put me out.
Puts me down to 8.
Let me just check something here. Um, 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 um. No, that's right, unfortunately. So now you know AS might be an ass bot, but he's a badass bot.
Yeah, okay. So,
And he tries to move past Arnoff, thinking that should have been more than enough. So as he gets to this point, Arnoff, you get an attack of opportunity.
All right,
Oh,
here we go.
nice.
Swing a ding ding. 20 plus 5. It's only a 10.
Clanks off his back, and he moves towards the door of the house.
you get inspiration as well.
Yeah, but with a D6, I feel like I might not have hit whatever his AC is. So I'm a save day. For now.
Okay. All right. Abraxas.
All right, we are going to pull from the back my crossbow, or I guess it looks like a rifle, if that's the way it works.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Pulling out my rifle. Real quick, take a quick glance around. I shout at everybody else, "Where the hell is Berg?" and take a shot at Assbot.
Roll to hit.
Yep, as soon as I can figure out how that. There it is. Nope, that's not the roll to hit. That's a roll to damage. Sorry, hold on. Get away with that is a
Check off the
13 plus 5. That's an 18.
That hits. Wow, you guys are rolling pretty well, which is good.
Awesome. That is a 3 plus 3, 6 points.
So it's 6 points total. Okay.
6 points total.
Like it hit him, and it does take his attention away from what he was about to do, which is to start pounding on the door. And now he sort of rotates his head around to look at you.
Yes.
I'm super close.
You still have movement.
Let's do that.
Yo, cheese it, sucker.
All right, let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. Whoop. Yoink.
All right. Anything else? You don't have a bonus or anything?
No, my
Okay.
bonuses are mostly reactions, so no.
All right. Arnoff, you're not going to let that robot get away with that, are you?
I will break him.
Dies, he
Move up.
dies.
I will use my bonus action to actually roar. Use Daunting Roar.
Daunting Roar. Ooh, what does that do?
I don't know if it's going to affect him because it's a robot, but it's DC 13 or become frightened. Wisdom save.
Are there other kinds of roars? Like friendly roar?
Mating. There's mating roars.
Oh, okay.
Hey now.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear that
want
one
to be
either.
near Arnold.
I mean, we're friends. I've heard it. It's not pleasant.
He is not immune to that. So what was the DC?
All right, so it is a DC 13 Wisdom.
Okay, wait, I gotta bring the character sheet up.
I just like the idea. Sash, listen, I want to try this one out.
Straight roll.
What kind of effect does this have?
It's more of like a smooth, milky, like sing-songy voice.
It's like
Yeah.
10. I didn't beat it, right? So what was the effect again?
All right, he is now frightened until the end. Let's see where here. I hope I read the right one. Frightened of me until the end of my next turn. And what frightened is he has disadvantage to checks and attacks while the source of fear is in sight.
Ooh.
So as long as he can see me, he has disadvantage to checks and attacks. He cannot willingly move closer to me until the end of my next turn.
Does he have to immediately use his reaction to flee from you?
No.
It's not like he turned undead.
And he doesn't actually have to walk away from me. He can actually attack me in fear, but he can't get any closer. But
He has
we're 5 feet,
disadvantage-
so it's hard to.
So he has disadvantage on attacks.
All attacks and checks, as long as he can see me, even if they're not against me. That is once per short rest, and now I'm going to swing at him for my action.
Okay, go for it.
Oh gosh.
That's not gonna get it done.
Hold up.
Inspiration.
I want to try that inspiration and see what happened. Are you serious? Total fade.
Oh, that's a
I'm
rough
too mad
one.
to hear the sultry tones.
Your epic roar that actually struck fear into the metal heart of a robot was so impressive that you sort of, oh yeah, I gotta hit him, and he kind of rushed the swing, and he didn't really move the way you wanted it to. So no, that one missed.
Mouth was still open and screaming when I took the swing. All right, that's turn.
Okay, Quiplik.
Okay. And seeing the damage that my comrades have done, I step in a little bit closer so I'm in between the automatic stalker and Abraxas. I know Arnolf can probably take a few more hits, but I don't know how tough Abraxas is. And I point a finger at the automatic stalker, and I say, "Oh, you think you're real tough, huh?" And the sound of a bell rings out as I cast Toll the Dead. It's a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay, is it what is it? It's not a charm, is it?
No, it's not a charm. It's just a damage-dealing cantrip.
Okay.
I'm casting
With
some
a
necromancy
really cool
on it.
name.
It is a great name.
I rolled an 11. In what?
My DC is 13, so he fails. He's going to take 1d12 of necrotic damage because he has been hurt already. It's normally
Oh,
a
wow.
d8 if someone's fresh.
Okay.
So
And that's
he-
it. It just does damage. There's no status effect.
No status effect on this one. It's just a damage dealer. So he takes 7 necrotic damage.
Let me just check here.
Pain!
Systems failing. Corrupted data.
How much damage did you say?
7 necrotic.
Okay. There's some sparking and some twitching, but he's still up on his motivators, his feet. So,
All right, rock on. Yeah, that's my turn.
okay. Rimble's in the house. So, Rhett.
Rimble's in the house. I'm gonna move up. Obviously, I
Good.
can't shoot from back here, so
You could. You're only 20 feet away. I
that's
mean,
true. But and I'll take another shot.
okay. That actually sounded like a bow for some reason. I don't know what that was. but-
It did.
I was gonna
It
say,
did.
"Boing."
I think that was me.
Kind of looks at
Sorry.
my bow. It's like, all right, don't fail me this time. You know, it's just. Oh, good lord.
Failed you this time.
Yeah, big time. It's a 1 plus a bonus 5 to hit, so
Ooh.
may as well be a 1. So a
Oh,
total of
critical
6.
fail? You gotta roll. When you have roll a 1, you gotta let me know because that's a critical failure.
Well, it's a plus 5, so a total of 6.
Yeah, but you rolled a 1.
Yeah, but you won.
But it was a natural
one
one,
is a
though,
one.
right? Yeah.
One's a one.
Yeah.
You lose.
So I'm going to say, yeah. Not only is your shot missed, but you pull the bowstring off. Well, it's a gun, right? It's a bow gun. It jams. So
Just kind of look at it in disbelief and
Yep.
throw it to the ground.
it'll take you a turn to fix it, or you could throw it to the ground and do something else next time. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
Yeah, nothing that's effective here.
Okay. Then that's the end of round 2. Round 3, Sesh, you're up.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Ooh, a 22 to hit.
That
Boom.
does it. Damn, you're on fire.
I am. I'm telling you, I can shoot, but I only got 5 damage. I just don't main. You know, I shoot. I just flip them.
All right.
And then I would like to stealth.
Oh, okay.
And that would be a 15 stealth. So maybe hide behind some of these rock thingies or whatever. And get there.
Well, okay. You'll do your best.
Sure.
It's 15.
Yeah.
He does have disadvantage on checks.
Oh wow. Clear. I'm going to use this. Or he seems to have lost sight of you, as far as you can tell.
Cool beans. I'm good. Done.
Okay. Who hit him last? Sesh did, but he can't find him.
It certainly wasn't me.
Sucker.
Quick.
Whiplick hit him with Toll the Dead. I'm trying to think. I think his little robot mind doesn't quite understand that.
I mean, I did point directly at him when I was doing it. So, I mean, he would have seen me doing this right before he felt the injury.
Okay. Then he's going to stick a step towards you. Does that?
Nope.
He isn't.
It's still within threatened area,
Yeah. So he doesn't.
Yeah, no op attack for Arnolf on that one.
but he does still have disadvantage right now.
Okay.
And he's Bane too, right?
No, he
No,
passed the check on Bane.
Oh, that's right, he passed
doesn't
that.
have that disadvantage.
Let's see. Does an 11 hit you, Whiplick?
No, it would bounce right off of my Tortellini shell.
Totally goodness.
My chitinous shit.
He gets a second attack, though.
Sure.
So I'm rolling a lot of dice here. And a 10 wouldn't hit you either. So it's sort of like clang, clang.
Ha! That's the best you've got.
He seems as perplexed as a robot can seem that his weapons did no damage to you.
Beady.
Um,
What the fuck?
okay, so he's going. That's the end of his turn. All right. So that brings us to Abraxas.
Howdy ho. Okay. We are at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 feet.
Most people here only have 2 feet.
I am whatever the fancy word for 35 pedal is. That doesn't sound right. I am going to load up a red-looking test tube into my gun, and I'm fire bolting at Asbot.
Okay.
That
Is that a ranged spell attack?
It's a ranged cantrip,
Okay.
and I rolled a 19 plus 6 is 25 to hit.
Ooh, fire!
Fire
Fire good.
bad. Check his. No, that's not there. Okay.
He probably has a resistance to it, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't, because you managed to lance the bolt into the broken part of his armor that Arnoff had shattered earlier. So, how much damage?
Nice. 6 damage.
Okay, AS 1.6 is starting to smoke and smolder. His head's spinning around a little bit more, like he doesn't quite understand or compute everything that's going on. Okay, that's your turn, unless you're going to move or anything else.
No.
Wait. Now your firebolt is an action, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then that's it for you. All right, Arnoff.
You will not escape this time, and I swing with the halberd again. 17 to hit.
Clang right off of him.
He has
Sorry.
escaped this time.
Anything else for you?
Nope. I think that is all of my bonus actions that I could possibly do. Yep. That's it.
All right. Then give the turn to Quiplik.
His fear thing is gone now.
Okay.
The fear thing is over? Okay. Alright, well, let me see here. Well, I'm right next to him, so I'm in a pretty good position to cast a touch spell. So I reach one of my scaly, clawed hands out at him, and I make a spell attack. I cast Inflict Wounds. And let me just roll the hit. It's a 15.
I'm sorry, you weren't quite quick enough to get the spinning chaotic bot as he sort of spinning around on his ruined gyros.
All right. That's a rough one.
Sorry.
Hey, turnabout's fair play. He bounced off my shell twice.
Okay, that it for you?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Rhett.
After unsuccessfully hitting with the the bow twice, it just tosses it to the ground. I'm gonna move up into him, or next to him, and just hit him with whip out my short sword. And
You moved yourself next to Arnolf.
Yeah, I think you want to be 1 square southeast.
Sorry.
That's good.
And I can't reach him there. All right, so I pick up the bow. Fire.
No, you're right next to him, Rick.
That's him to the south of you.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's that silver-looking dude.
No, I'm looking at something else completely.
Oh,
I'm looking
okay.
at the fucking car. No, just having a moment there. All right, so got my short sword.
Is a transformer.
Yes. Yeah. That's going to be an 11.
Bangs off his steel outer coating.
Ah,
Anything else?
No.
Okay, and I think oh damn it! I was doing those in the wrong column on my sheet. Oh well. All right, round 4. Fight.
fight.
Sesh.
Okay, so I take another shot, but this time I'm getting cocky, and so I'm kind of like looking at him, looking away, kind of like I'm gonna cover my eyes, and I shoot. And oh my god, I get a 22, dude.
Holy crap!
And the damage
right.
I do is maximum 1. No, it's 11 damage.
Did you just look behind you into a mirror and shoot over your shoulder?
I sure did. I'm just like, I'm looking at him, and then. And I
You,
You
have
like
to-
judged it off of the reflection of one of the greenhouse windows.
He's on fire.
Get wrecked. He's on fire. He's smoking. Whatever gyro mechanism controls him is malfunctioning or broken, and he's fighting to keep his balance, and he's just kind of smoking error, and he tries to
Oh,
move
no.
this way towards the vehicle, but that means Quip, Rhett, and Arnoff will all get a free shot at him.
Okay.
Is that an attack of opportunity?
Attack of opportunity.
16.
Yeah, Quiplic will try and hit him with his bite attack. But
Bite
that's
too.
no, that's an 8. I think I'm gonna miss.
Okay, we have 2 misses. Brett, you got an attack of opportunity on this guy as he's trying to escape. Rick?
Yeah. Rolling.
Oh, okay.
11.
That will miss.
Ah. Swish, swish, swish.
Oh yeah, he's too fast for us. He's too fast for us.
And that, let's see. He has to restart the runner. That'll be his action for the turn. So he's sitting there in the runner. And that brings, I just lost the entire initiative here. Okay, that brings us to Abraxas.
Would I might have to look at the spell. I don't know. What effect would grease have, the spell have on the runner? Anything at all?
The runner, it floats above the ground, so
That's a no.
I don't think it would have any effect.
Okay. Well, I'll do the next best thing, then I'll just yeah, I'll have to move up. Sorry, I'm getting lost in where the actions are and stuff. It's just okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we are going to. Oh, that's got a range of 120 feet. He's within 120 feet. I load up another red test tube into my gun. Level it at the Asbot in the car, in the runner, and I cast Firebolt.
Okay.
With an 8 to hit.
Give me another dice roll.
Okay. With an 11 to hit.
Okay, so it you miss Aspa, you miss the car, you barely hit dirt. But yeah,
Missed the broadside of a barn.
I tripped on a desert snail, if that's a thing.
a desert snail.
Sure.
The only
Um,
one in existence.
It's the one. And
The
I
grass
just
was too
discovered
high.
it.
The sun was in your eyes. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I will move in to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 here.
Okay. Arnie, get him.
All right, dice, don't fail me this time. Is that a 2-seater?
It's just a representation. It's a full size run or whatever. How many there are? 4 seats usually, or 5.
All right, because I would like to be able to jump into the back
Okay.
or onto this thing some way.
Yep. I think I'll need an athletics check for that,
All right.
since he's not exactly trying to hold it steady for you.
Jump on the hood, like, is that TJ Hooker?
Come on, dice roller. 9. Wait. My rage might actually give me advantage on this.
Did you use the? Yeah, you did. You used the bardic inspiration already. Okay.
Oh, it's just strength checks and saving throws. It's not just all strength abilities. So
Yeah.
it's a 9.
So I don't think you made it on top of the vehicle, but you can still do a thing if you want to. You can still reach him. I think.
Yes, I'm going to swing at him. Is he considered prone because he's sitting?
Yeah. Okay. We'll say that for now. I may change that later.
And they both fail.
Okay.
13. Come on, dice roller.
A worthy effort, lad. A worthy effort.
All right, Rhett.
All right. The frustration is overwhelming this time. I'm just going to take a swing at him. Straight up.
Yep. So you have to move over there.
Look at it.
That's your friend.
That's
Right
correct. Like,
there.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
the
All right,
ideal
so it
spot.
is.
how did you ping?
Hold left click.
Ah.
I can't
Oh,
do
oops.
it. Oh. It's. Yes,
All right. All right.
I think we've all just learned something here, because I didn't know how to do that.
I better not tell
for
you.
a second.
If you guys don't discover we can draw on this map, because I know you'll draw.
Oh, I was about to say the draw shape. Freehand.
A smiley face.
14.
Yes, a smiling face.
He's prone, so Josh, that was you took advantage on when he's prone, or who's that? No, Arnulf, Rid.
So if they're prone, as long as you're within 5 feet, you get advantage. But if you're
Okay.
outside of 5 feet, you get disadvantage.
So you can roll a second time to see if you hit, because you have advantage.
Nine.
Neither of those is gonna do it. Sorry. It's all right. It's your first combat as a hunter, well, potential hunter. I'm sure it'll leave better. after.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the round, Sesh.
It's going to
All
be a
right,
short
so-
career for me.
As I see this happening, and I'm like, oh no, he's gonna cheese it.
Did I get a turn that round?
Oh, didn't you? I'm sorry. I don't. I think I skipped you.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember getting my turn this round.
No, because
I am-
usually I'm the last one to go.
Oh.
Oh, should I have been after Arnulf? Yeah.
You should have.
I didn't go this
Oh.
turn.
Give him his turn.
Okay, take your turn.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Quiplik points his finger out at the automatic stalker again, and he says, "You think you can run, you clanking conglomeration of broken bits? Go to hell with ye, I say!" And I cast Toll the Dead again.
All right.
It remains a DC 13 Wisdom save.
He fails.
All right. Get ready for this necrotic damage.
Get him.
Net 12.
Oh!
Net 12.
Yeah! I mean, it was a nat something. He takes 1 point of necrotic damage off of a d12. That is some bull crap.
So anticlimactic.
I
The rest
can't
of it
believe.
bounces off and hits me.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Yeah. Well, he's actually still barely hanging in there, I'm afraid
Okay.
to tell you.
Yeah.
So,
Shit.
anything else?
I wound that one up with a cool speech and everything.
We're all going to be jobless by the end of the night.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move on this turn since I'm starting to doubt my own magical abilities. So I'm going to move myself so I'm in range to lay a physical attack on him next turn if he's still standing.
Okay, I do want to point out that runners have a reverse gear.
I'm going to do this well, maybe I'll set myself next to I tried to move myself on the Discord chat, not the thing. I'll move myself next to my friend Rat instead.
There you go. Okay,
You sure you
Sesh.
want to be near me?
I'll be fine.
I'm a ticking time bomb.
So Sesh is gonna run by. He's gonna turn around and look at you and be like, "I got this, dude. Check this out." And I'm going to then hit here. So I ran by. Oh crap. The name.
Abraxas?
Yeah, Abraxas. And I was like, "I got this." And I hit that prone dude with my dagger.
Okay. Oh, you're hiding too, right?
Yeah.
So sneak attack, mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Sneak attack,
would
Mary
a
fella.
19 hit?
A 19 hits.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, that was without advantage. Okay, so that's 19. Let's get that at 20. Oh man, it almost did, but then it rolled on an 8. That son of a bitch. It was so close. Anyway, damage. He took 6, and then sneak attack. I don't know if I actually have sneak attack.
You're a rogue, aren't you?
No, I'm a bard.
Bard.
Oh no, you don't. You don't.
6 damage.
I was actually a little confused about your build for a second there. I was like,
Right?
sneak attack? What kind of bard has sneak attack?
So roll 20, like when I put in bard, that came up, and I was like, that's weird. But then I looked at D&D Beyond, and it doesn't have that. So I'm going with
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
So, how do you want to do this?
So because I looked back over at Abraxas, and I was like, don't worry, I got this. And I ran, and I like jumped. What I did when I jumped was I had my dagger out, and I dive it into his chest as I'm like, he's driving. I kind of come around and then dive it into his chest and just hold that until he stops moving the car. Or the thing.
And he falls limp, or as limp as a metal being can be, and you are out of combat.
I stand up and I go,
Self-destruct.
the moment I saw that thing, I knew I would take it down. That is a piece of junk.
Arnolf is going to go ahead and pick him up and like toss him out of the car
Okay.
onto the ground, so he's like away from any kind of vehicle.
I wouldn't throw him there. Let's just throw it over there. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of the fight. And we're gonna take a little break right there this is a micro break. I gotta
Mini break?
be a guy with a prostate for a second.
Bio break. Yep.
A bio break, yes.
This is a good time for a break.
It's
Yeah,
just
cool.
a micro break, and we'll be back in 5.
Yeah.
Can I
I'll
loot for
Is that
I'll
everybody?
put us on a real quick intermission.
All right, cool. Thanks.
What are you staring at?
Okay. We should be back. And not muted. That was the thing I had
Hello.
to check. 'Cause we had the
Hello,
problem
Internet.
last
Can
time.
you hear us?
Hello, and welcome back.
And now back to the show.
After these messages. All right.
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
be
Right
right
back.
back.
So the smoldering remains of
Yes.
AS
Okay, make me
1.6
curious. Sorry.
lay off on the desert sand, the red clay of the Kitchard homestead. The man himself appears on the roof of the domicile dome and says, "Well, you convinced me you're dangerous, and what the hell was that thing?"
Oh, that thing that just crumbled under us. That was Asbot.
Ass spot?
That's what I
Berg,
call it.
Called it the automatic stalker. Seshir said that it was an automatic simple stalker, or ASBOT for short.
It is an
good
Asbot,
laugh.
yes.
Is that what the guild's sending after people these days?
It appeared Berg was trying to establish some sort of contract with the guild. Though I hope
Berg?
that this poor is that not the man's name?
Yes, but he doesn't know who that is.
Oh, okay. But it appears after this poor showing, I hope that he won't be able to score such a contract.
Not after that public humiliation I gave him back at the clan. No way.
Guys, give me a perception roll.
Perception.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
this is gonna be good.
No, it
Hey.
fucking hits.
17 on the die, making it a dirty 20.
5.
No, 19.
I don't know how to roll it.
Just click the perception score if you're on D&D.
Yeah.
20.
It keeps pulling up the screen on the side.
Not the name, the number.
I got net 20.
So your bonus
Yeah,
number.
that's what it's doing.
I am on fire
Passive.
tonight.
Hold on. Sorry. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong spot. I am so sorry. I
I
can
might have to stop using this roller.
can tell you my. Oh, is it passive perception?
No,
Under
I
skills.
see it. I see it. I'm a buffoon. That would be 15.
okay. So the only one who doesn't see this, I think, is Arnulf, who is still grinning and panting and bleeding because he is hurt after the fight. You see a disc-shaped open, like a boat, but because it's a disc, it's not exactly a boat. Lift off to the west, and who rolled the highest?
I got a net 20.
That's why
Oh, you got
you see
that.
you see the Yalen Wutani logo on the side of it, and you see it fire off into the sky, going into
That
space.
was Berg.
Yeah.
Berg!
Peg.
The little worm had to run away because his little toy broke.
His toy did break. What a chump toy.
Well, it looks like you guys are the one who broke it. I don't quite get that. So that thing wasn't a guild being?
It was so technically we're all potentially guild beings
Wait,
fighting for. Yeah,
I'm your first hunt?
I didn't say that.
For the guild, yes.
I
Oh.
Well, I said
Mother
it.
must
It's
not-
out in the bag now.
Record skip.
Mother must not like you very much sending you after me. I mean, no offense. I know I didn't take part in that battle, but I'd probably be a little bit tougher than even that robot. Well, I guess on the other hand, you did take it out. I guess that brings us back to the idea we were at. Are you going to help me, or are you going to try to take me in by force?
don't know.
Where is this cave to find this crystal?
Well, I'm happy you asked that. It is, and he explains it to you. I don't have that off the top of my head, but he explains that it is off to the northwest a bit. And looking out there, you can see that that the incredible flatness of the desert does seem to bubble upward at that point. So there could possibly be some caves that way.
And is the idea to do both, to get the crystal from the cave as well as to take on the brigands?
Well, if you want to take on the brigands, there's a couple of ways you could go about that. Or you could skip the brigands altogether and, well, you could go see Herm. If I wasn't here and Herm gave his word to protect my wife and daughter, he would do it. And he'd probably do it about as well as I could, or better. So if you could get him, now that way, I'd feel really good about that. If you go after the brigands, that'll solve the problem for a while, but there are other dangers in the desert besides the brigands.
Listen, Chief, my memory ain't so good. Is Herm the mystic?
Herm is the mystic, yes.
And whereabouts is this Herm?
Well, he is he's kind of on the way towards the caves. You have to go west a little bit more. Or you can go to the east, and if you're going after the brigands. Herm's a little bit closer, well, quite a bit closer than the brigands, I'll tell you that. The caves are about equidistant. I read in my spare time.
Oh, I, a man of learning.
What do you say, fellas? What do you think about getting this Herm to help out?
If this is the best answer, then I say we do that.
Yeah, I'm with Lion here.
I am for it. The mystic sounds like a man to talk to. I dabble in the mystical myself.
Well, let's go.
Well, it looks like you've got a runner there. You might be able to speed up your travels with.
Here we go, and blink.
All right.
Take a look at it and see if there's anything I can do to. Does it look like it needs to be fixed, or is it in running shape?
No. It looks like it's fine. It looks like it's in working order. Like it might have been scratched up or singed a little bit in the fight, but it doesn't seem to be broken at all.
It's cosmetic.
Yeah. Now it is getting dark, and Rimble says, if you would like to take the night before you head out, you could sleep in the garage. I'm sorry I won't let you inside near my family.
Aye, that's fair. I imagine the sight of us would be no good for a delicate creature such as your daughter, and one assumes your wife.
Listen, Chief, I don't much trust these fellas either.
I'll I'll send out some blankets and such for you. Try to make you as comfortable as possible. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude or be inhospitable, but you are here to capture me, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm a little bit cautious.
Circumstances being what they are, I can't say that we blame you.
Okay.
I want to start bundling up automatic stalker bot.
Bundling how?
Like tying him up and maybe putting him on the runner, so we could take him back.
Like
yeah,
like
does the
your
runner have like a trunk we could stuff him into?
uh,
Just to rope him to the HUD.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking like hunters, right?
Yeah, like a deer.
So I mean, I was actually thinking of just like burlap sacking him kind of thing, and then Christmas tree tying him to the front of the runner.
You could totally do that, and that'd probably be pretty badass.
Okay, so that's what I want
He
to
would
do.
make-
Yeah.
He would make an excellent ornament.
Okay.
What ornament?
Well, Sasha's doing that.
Can I make?
Oh.
Oh.
No, you go.
No, go ahead, drop. Go ahead.
Mine's a little bit silly, so if you want to go first.
I was just wondering what I could do. If there's anything I could do by taking a look at the Asbot remains and also taking a look at the runner, is there anything I can do to modify the runner to make it maybe go faster? Can I do is like an Arcana check?
It would be an Arcana check,
Let's do
unless
that.
you have some sort of special ability as an artificer.
Hold up, can I maybe help him with that Arcana check as well?
Sure.
As I'm bundling him up, and he's like, to think of it, is there any kind of things we could do? And I'd be like, I don't know. Look at this.
I just got my Tinker's tools and my Arcana, so let's give this
Okay.
a whirl.
So you got 2 d20s you can roll, and you take the higher.
Okay, first roll is a 13 plus 6, that's a 19. Second roll is a 13 plus 6, that's a 19.
Meant to be.
Dice have spoken. Yeah, you think you could probably squeeze a few more horsepower out of it? If you put a cold air intake in and maybe a free flowing exhaust and lowering kit, maybe a giant wing on the back.
All
Oh,
from
no.
Asbot.
All from that. Actually, his ass is the spoiler on the back.
It's the airfoil. Alright, so that's what I'm setting to do right now before we call it a night. But Quick Flick's got an idea.
Oh, so I was gonna say when our somewhat cautious host comes out to bring us our blankets and whatnot, Quiplik has the Fisher background, and one of the features of this is called the fishing tale, which means that I can tell a compelling tale, whether tall or true, to impress and entertain others. Once daily, I can tell a story to willing listeners.
That's awesome.
It is not in any way a charm or a magical effect. It is just a story-based way to potentially get someone to view you in a slightly better light.
Okay, this is not silly at all. I like this. In
All right.
fact, if you want to
Cool.
start to tell the tale,
Sure. Now let me roll. Oh, that's a D10. I need a D8.
I just noticed your massive
Hold up.
D6 you had.
Hold up.
Oh, this?
Inspiration.
oh yeah,
As you
okay.
as you start to tell your tale,
Oh, okay. Cool. And
I
that's-
wanna pick up the loot
Sure.
and just settle it.
Yeah.
All right.
There you
So
go.
go.
I'm gonna
Set the
roll
tone.
on my table to see which tale I tell him.
It's as old as time.
Yeah. So, one time, when me and the lads, I was working a deep sea fishing vessel. This was back on Toril, in Alliance space. Little story I'd like to tell you of a fish of monstrous proportions. We got it on the line, shot a harpoon into it. And the first line broke, but Me mates acted quickly, and we quickly shot 2 more, and I kid you not, this beast, this sea devil, it dragged the boat for miles. 3-4 miles into the night before we were able to kill it. It was a good haul that day, let me tell ya. And then that'll be my story. Let me see. Okay. It's not a magical effect. That's just that. And then I guess if you want, I could make some type of charisma performance check to see how he feels about me after I tell the story.
Actually, let's just do it like
Or-
this. First of all, I want to give the group inspiration because that was pretty good. That was pretty neat RP there.
Cool.
And so as you're telling your tale, like you see the little girl sort of poking her head out, and she looks fascinated by your story. So what they do is they decide to leave the door open to the house, but they bring out a light table, and they bring out some food and drink to have a little outside meal with you guys. And you can you can regale them, or Sash can, with some tales to entertain them, and they are feeling better about you, all things considered. I mean, you are going to be taking their husband / father away here, but Rimble on his part has already sort of explained to his wife, who understands and actually supports him. She's like, yeah, I want you to go. I want you to pay your debt so that you can be a free man and we don't have to live in hiding anymore. The little girl is pretty young, so she's not going to understand why daddy is going away. So that's probably going to be a waterworks eventually. But for right now, everyone's feeling pretty good about you guys.
Well, I've told my tale. Sesh, how about you sing us a song for our supper?
And I do, actually. I sing us a lovely tune about our dinner and how delicious it smells and how really hungry I am, you know, and I'm putting all of these into lyrics, and my mouth is salivating. I'm so hungry for this food.
Awesome. While he does that, I actually want to cast Thaumaturgy to cause, if there's any candles or lanterns or anything, I want to cause the flames to flicker and change colors as he's singing his song.
Ooh, mood lighting.
Right?
I even in my song, as that's happening, I even call mention to that. And you know, like in saying that the candles are flickering to my every whim, to make the mood a win-win-win, or something like that.
All right, very good. So the night passes relatively jovially. You are feeling pretty good about yourselves. You took out your first foe as a group. You believe Rimble that he will give himself up if you provide for his family. They seem to be rather accepting towards you. Again, all things considered. And eventually the heat of the desert day fades away into the cold air of the desert night. And Anna brings out blankets for everyone. She's not sure if Rhett needs one or not, but she brings him one.
Wait, she brings Red a blanket?
Yeah.
I'd like to, as he's now looking, because he doesn't need one, right? I'd like to steal it and have it as my own.
I don't know. We don't have to roll for that. I guess you
Yeah.
guys can just work that out.
Yeah. Okay.
With that, the women folk go back into the house, and Rimble says, "You know, you just have to pull the garage door down to close it. There's a little heater in there. You should be fine. Won't be super soft or comfy, but you guys look like you can rough it." And then he goes back in, and he closes the door behind him, and you hear it lock.
So
Anything else before you go to sleep for the night, or?
So I asked the group, you know, for a guy who's about to be taken in and all of that, it sure does feel kind of. I do feel kind of bad. Taking him away from his family. Yeah, job's a job though. How much are we getting paid for this? Does anybody remember?
That's a damn good question.
Hey Arnulf, how much are we getting paid for this?
I think it was something like 100 each. I don't remember.
Arnulf, I think you're perhaps misremembering it. As I recall, it was 100 to split.
I got the number though.
Quipleck is right, by the way.
All that without looking at my notes.
Yes.
I don't pay much attention to monetary amounts anyway. What is more important
Thrill of the
is
chase, eh?
you have all done very well fighting Assbot today. And he's going to sidle up to Sesh and be like, especially you, and he's going to give him a little noogie.
You know. I can't say it was all me, but it was definitely all me. And a little of you.
Don't push it.
Okay.
It was a fine and well-timed strike, Sesh, and I'm sure you'll blow it completely out of proportion when you tell the story later. I'd expect
Oh, you
nothing
mean-
less.
Oh, you mean the song I'm already working on, and I kind of segue into me being amazing at that battle, where I shot and I didn't miss once, and I effed him up, and yada yada yada. I'm playing this tune as I'm working it out.
If you're going to tell a proper tall tale, I'd suggest that you mention that all of your compatriots, none of us missed this day either.
And what I do actually mention is how my turtle friend poked his head back into his shell because he screamed that this is all hell, and I rhymed to that. He was too afraid to fight the battle, and I'm teasing him, of course.
That's not accurate, but it is a well-placed rhyme. I have mixed feelings about that.
You notice that someone in the household slipped you a bottle of wine in with the blankets, so you can pass the evening enjoying yourselves. I don't know if you want to set watch. I mean, Rhett doesn't need to sleep, so he is sort of always in
Standby mode.
Certain amount of alertness to him. If anybody wants to rotate on.
Anybody got a little 30 weight? Yeah. It's all good, but hey.
I think if we set a revolving watch, that would be for the best. We could match.
There's some WD-40 in
the
the garage. You can do whippets off it.
I was going to say I could off the WD-40.
Is that what you mechanical beings do to lubricate yourselves? Aye.
All right. So let me die. So I'll use my phone for my die roller. Oh, I hate that. No, does this not have percentage? Oh, there it is.
Be a poor dice roller without a percentile.
The night passes without incident. You are pretty safe here. The fence is a 7-foot high fence around the compound, although there is a hole in it where AS 1.6 drove the runner through. But it is cold, but there is a little bit of a heater in the garage. You are able to get through it. You're a little stiff the next morning. It wasn't the softest sleep. You see that there's a little basket of breakfast outside the garage door for you, but you don't see signs of the Kitchards except for like some smoke coming out the chimney on the domicile dome.
Well, lads, what do you say? Sooner begun is sooner done.
I suppose.
I agree.
Does it look like they left?
You could investigate.
I'm
I
going
would-
to do that.
How are you going to do that?
I'm going to check to see if there are any obvious footprints, or does it look like they went to the garage, or if they left the domicile, or basically looking for any sort of evidence that they left on foot.
Well, you can definitely see there are some footprints that run from the house to the garage. Somebody dropped the basket of food off for you in the morning. If you want to know more than that, you'll have to make a survival check for tracking.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 3. That's a 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, there's a set of footprints, probably heavier footprints of a male that go out toward the west part of the camp, of the homestead. But also you see that Anna and Annabelle are in the house. Like you can see through the window that they're in
They are in the house. Okay. Well, fellas, I think you may have gone.
One second. Are those footprints the same as any of the other footprints?
Make a check.
Investigation?
Sure.
I have a 14.
Yeah, they look like they're probably matched the ones where you saw Rimble standing the night before.
You're saying that he's gone?
I'm saying he's gone.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's gone, doesn't it?
Well, west was where the mystic was, right? We got to head that way anyway.
Well, let's go check the house for sure and make sure. Let's go ask the question and see what they say. But then we should probably follow these footprints. So, I'm gonna go to the door and knock on it.
I'm just gonna lay a hand on Sesh's shoulder and cast guidance on him real quick. May the spirits guide you, lad.
Little eye thing slides open. Yes, can we help you? It's the wife. It's Anna.
Yes. Where is he?
He went out to the west gate to let you out.
How long
Plus-
ago?
Plus, we have a moisture machine out that way.
Yeah. How long ago did he do that?
See, he brought the food out to you, then he walked out that way. So he's probably out there about 20 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. And yeah, so I guess we leave. 20 minutes.
And grab the food.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
reasonable.
You also were able to refill any of your water skins that you emptied out, because obviously they're a moisture farm, so they have water.
Game-wise, does that count as a long rest?
Yes, it does count as a long rest. So if anybody needed to recharge anything or heal up, you're good.
Reset my spell slots. I'm not gonna rejigger my prepared spells right now, though. I think I'll just leave them where they're at.
I can get mad some more. Hooray.
You just gotta get hit by a car.
I'd go pick up some sausage links and start following the foot trails leading out west gate.
So you're walking, you're not taking the runner?
We
I
have the
was gonna
runner.
say, we've got the runner to take.
Okay, yeah, let's take the.
And the runner, if you want to track, I guess you could walk in front and the runner could slowly follow you behind.
Yeah, because we're gonna need to track, right? I mean, he walked this.
Well, let's at least get to the gate.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You
I agree.
as you make your way closer to the gate. You know, this is a quarter acre, so you couldn't see Rimble from where you were. But as you get closer, you do see him sort of monkeying with one of the water or moisture machines, and he sees you and he acknowledges that you're coming near him. He says, "Well, I thought I'd get out here and give you let you through the gate, so you don't have to smash through it. I already got one wall to fix today. I guess you'll be on your way now."
Yeah. We are gonna be on our way soon. We're going towards the caves, correct? That's where we're going?
I think
The
we're going to
Mystic.
pay a visit to the Mystic first.
To the Mystic.
Herm, I believe the
Mystic in
name
the west.
was.
Yes,
Friend of yours, right?
Friend might be a
putting
bit
it too strong.
friend is a little bit too strong for it. I would say we are aware of each other and have a healthy respect for one another. But in order to gain his help, I imagine that you're going to have some sort of negotiation.
Fair enough. Mention of your name won't put us in a bad light, though, I suppose is all I meant.
I don't think so. I've never talked to him about my past. I don't know if he would care about it, but he is a bit of an enlightened one, so I don't really know everything that he might know.
Native to these parts, is he?
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. My sense of him is he came here to get away from it all. A bit of a hermit, if you will.
And, what, sort of a man is he? Is he like you or Sesh there? Or...
Herm?
And then I just sort of
Herm's-
like point at myself and point at Arnulf, or a little, or maybe
Oh.
even, and I point at Abraxas's horns.
No, not exactly like any of you. I think you'll just have to be pleasantly surprised by exactly who Herm is.
So you're saying we'll know him when we see him?
Yeah, he definitely will stand out. He lives at the top of a small hill, and he's got a little hut up there. Spends a lot of time meditating.
Doesn't take to wearing robes, does he, by any chance, there, Chief?
Oh yeah, I'd say that's one of his more comfortable outfits. I don't think I've actually ever seen him in anything else.
Well, there is much to be said for creature comforts.
All right, fellas, let's saddle up.
Before we go, what does this special crystal thing look like that we're looking for in these caves?
Oh yeah, how can I forget to tell you? Yeah, it's about yay long. Glows blue. Probably will be floating. It
What?
fairly powerful magic. I mean, not like fireball shooting kind of magic, but more like more like an energy source or an energy storage device. And with it, we could automate a couple of the moisture farming machines here, so my wife would be able to get around to do the other two on her own.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good luck, fellas. I guess I'll be waiting here for you when you get back. I'll give you my word that I'll be here. I am a former highwayman, so take that for what it is. But
Large
If you
grain
believe
of
that-
salt.
what was that?
We'll take it with a large grain of salt, then, aye.
Yes. Well, if you found me once in the middle of a desert, you probably could find me again. I don't
He's-
think I'll make it. I don't think I'll make your life harder than I'm already asking you to make it.
I had to say it to the guys. He's not going to abandon his homestead right now.
No. He could have easily last night, when we were here, locked in his barn.
It's Sally forth.
Right then. Who's driving?
Oh no, Bear is driving. How can that be? Sorry,
What?
terrible reference.
Okay.
Who should drive?
Driving, I
it,
think, would be a survival check. I think that's how we
survival?
played it.
That's
Yeah,
usually
we
what we do for piloting things.
Yeah.
So you do water vehicles, but this is a desert, which is the stark opposite. But yeah, survival. I've got a +2.
+3 for me.
Oh, what's
+4.
My survival is
2.
+5.
Hey,
Nope.
let the turtle drive.
So you get there slowly.
Turtle. Sorry,
The turtle van.
sorry, Chief.
Turtles have a 30-foot move speed just like everybody else.
We're riding along.
So before you go, Rimble gives you more specific directions on how to get there, and we're just going to hand wave the trip there because you know where you're going. You've got a vehicle. You're going to be able to outrun anything that you wouldn't outrun.
Especially faster now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a cutscene.
Yes.
Yeah.
The white.
There's some. Yeah. It's one of those nice
Mm-hmm.
cut fades. Yeah.
All right. So, before long, you get to a hill, and you can see a little smoke coming off the top of it, perhaps from an outside fire. It's probably about 45 feet off the level of the ground. The top is flattened as if perhaps it was volcanic at some point, or perhaps some powerful magic has leveled the top of this area. A rough trail sits before you. You don't think the runner could make it up because it's awful bumpy, it's awful rocky and stuff. But you could probably walk up there without much of a problem.
In that case, I try and find like a nice sort of secluded spot. There's probably not a whole lot of shade I could try and park it in, but I'd at least like to try and park it behind something for some partial cover.
I just noticed you changed the picture.
Yes.
Roll 20.
Oh, I haven't been looking at the roll 20 because we haven't been. Okay. Oh,
Nice.
neat. Cool.
Thank you. I hand drew that one.
I dig it.
Cozy.
I'll share screen.
Is that the path up on the right side there in the mustard color?
Yes. I don't know if you guys can see yourselves there.
Yep. Oh,
Yep.
yep. I just had to scroll over. Yep.
I'm not sure quite how that works. I put your tokens in there. I didn't know if it would automatically move you over or not. So I don't know if I screwed it up or whatever. But
No, looks good.
Seeing it. Why?
Looks like I just put the tokens in as a default blank slate, though. Because the health has to be re-input.
okay.
But it definitely worked.
This is zoom out here. We should input your real token someplace. Okay. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing anyway when I'm moving my
No.
screen. Okay.
No.
All right. So before you is this butte or small hill, flat top hill. It's still relatively early in the morning, so it's not scorching hot yet. It's actually kind of about as nice as the outback of Space Australia is going to be. You smell strange spices in the wind, stuff that you aren't familiar with. You also smell maybe some desert flowers. And something that smells like popcorn. which is completely out of place as far as you can figure.
Hmm.
I would like to do a perception for what that would be.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, give me a nature check in this case.
Can I help him with that?
Sure.
So 21 on the first roll and a 17 on the second.
Yeah, you see that there are some flowering plants that are along your pathway going up towards the top, and the smell seems to be coming from them. It seems to be their natural scent. It's almost like like I said, like almost a caramel popcorn sort of smell.
Mm.
Oh,
And
Sorry.
with that kind of a nature roll, are those flowers poisonous or harmful?
that's exactly what I was going to suggest.
They're not particularly poisonous, but you don't necessarily think you want to eat them. I mean, you might have a Quiplic-like emergency if you did.
Okay. But I mean, walking through them shouldn't cause us any kind of damage.
No.
Okay.
You
I'm
don't think so?
thinking mind altering.
Well, not to me.
So,
But to you, sure.
Well, all right then. Nice and easy. I figure we should head up the hill then, huh?
These flowers smell exactly like caramel buttered popcorn. This is incredible. Don't eat them. Don't do it. You might actually look like Quiplic if you do. Don't eat these flowers. But we should be safe enough to walk through them. But yeah, let's go forward. Quiplic, do you want to lead us?
Sure, I'll lead the way. Also, I'll have you know, among my own people, I'm a fine specimen.
You cut out there.
No. What do you
What?
say?
You cut out, Matt.
At the end or entirely?
It's
Do it again.
I'll have you know, and then
I'll have you know that among my own people, I'm considered a fine
Damn it,
specimen, proud and strong. What? Friggin'
keeps
frig.
breaking up in the same spot.
Is it
got
my
censored.
connection, or I don't know?
I'm imagining this is actually happening. I see. I told you we shouldn't be inhaling these.
The wind is like catching my voice as we're walking up the hill. I said among turtles, I'm actually considered mighty. Pardon my French. God damn it! I'm not going to say it in character this time. I'm going to try it one more time. Quiplic says that among his own people, he's actually considered rather handsome. That's it. That's all he wanted to say.
Okay.
Son
I think
of
your
a
FBI guy was
biscuit.
screwing with you.
Yeah, right? Sorry, FBI guy.
Wait, so you guys heard it? I definitely heard him cut out because like his internet went digital. I still haven't heard it, so it doesn't matter. We'll be good.
He looks
I will-
handsome according to the standards of his people. Is the idea.
Oh, good.
What I am more concerned about is how eating this flower would give me a shell and weird plants.
Don't eat the flowers.
Don't eat the flowers. That's a bad idea. God, Arnulf, you. And then I, tell him, don't eat the flowers. It's bad.
Yes.
What the fuck, microphone? Are you working or what's this?
Said it all right. Brett, you want to take point?
I got this.
Lead us ahoy.
I'll take the lead.
Okay. As you're walking up, please give me athletics checks.
For everyone?
Boy.
Yeah, the footing's a little tricky here. It is a pathway, but it's not one that gets a lot of traffic.
Sure.
Oh,
makes sense.
someone's gonna have to catch me.
This is your
Athletics.
last
Well,
chance,
It ain't
dice
gonna
roller.
be me.
Better.
Uh,
18.
Ooh.
I just fucking rolled a natty.
Um.
Oh man.
The dice are not in my favor today.
You are on a roll. Or not on a roll.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens is Rhett, you know, maybe the desert environment is not conducive to his circuitry, slips. As he slips, he rolls back and he takes out
Oh,
a
God.
Bractus and Quiplik.
That's right. Everybody's gone. It's a yard sale.
Oh, we should have left our footing better.
So so you three are back at the bottom while the rest of the party is just sort of standing there going,
All
What are we
right,
dragging his ass along for?
Yeah.
This is no time for sliding.
Well,
He
let's
can't shoot,
let's
he
try that
can't
again then,
stand,
eh?
He can't walk.
God damn it, Brett. Next time I'm going to go myself.
This time I say the tiefling leads. If he falls on me, I don't think it'll knock me over as hard.
Probably not. All right. So I tried. Should I make another athletics check?
yeah, go ahead.
This might be humorous. I think it might be. I rolled a 9.
Yeah, yeah, okay. It's not that hard to do. So yes, it was you were just trying to beat an 8. So yes, you managed to get up the hill this time.
Okay.
And you're standing up here on the top of this hill. It's beautiful. You can see for miles around, except for the sort of heat haze that cloaks things far in the distance in the desert. You see a garden of sorts. You can make out some beans and hardier vegetables, which is kind of amazing that they're growing out here in the desert sun. There also clearly are some spices. And I don't mean the kind you flavor food with. The Avlat crew will know what I'm talking about.
The Anolo spice?
The Enola spices, yes.
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Maybe
Yes,
you could use
the
it to
spice
flavor
must
some
flow.
food.
You see a water well, and here is the dome, and there is a pretty good fire going. As you breathe in a little bit, you smell more of the strong spice smell. You see that there is a pot of beans also cooking on it. And apparently this is the homestead or the home of one Herm. The door to the dome seems to be closed.
And what'd you say was on the cook fire? Beans and what else?
Spices. They're kind of
Spices.
just filling
right,
the air.
Right.
You know, actually, as somebody who used to run exotic spices and things, is there anything that is around the hut that I could identify that perhaps I could pinch?
You guys
or
are all up
AKA
there, right?
steal? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should all be.
Is there anything? Yeah, you probably could grab some of the spices out of the garden. You might even be able to get some off the fire there. They're definitely the fun kind of spices.
I would then take the fun kinds. Yes. Yeah. I'll take what I can.
All right, are you doing this out in the open, or what are you doing?
Come on, bro. I do this all stealthily, all sleight of hand. Those are my proficiency ones. All right,
All right,
so
give me-
stealth.
Stealth, yes.
Well, I'll take a dirty 20. Man, I'm rolling good tonight. I can't help it. This is nice. Okay, dirty 20.
Wiping all my mojo here.
There's a balance.
Yeah. I'm looking like C-3PO after the Jabba's barge blows up, and legs sticking out.
Sticking out of the sand.
Let's see. That would be a perception check, right?
Yes.
I see my screen's up. I can't see my roll. Okay. Well, you saw my roll, which I didn't mean to do, but
No.
Ha!
Oh, on the thing. Yeah.
Well,
Actually, I can do it this way.
fortunate for you, but fortunate for me.
Well, that's without a modifier.
That's
He has a plus 87 modifier.
Oh my god!
If he's a druid, it's probably a pretty good modifier.
Potentially,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't think this one through. Okay, this is not
What-
gonna go in my favor.
What was your roll?
I got a
You're druid?
dirty 20.
Okay.
Okay. That was my stealth check, not my sleight of hand.
Okay.
Now, it's all about misdirection. Oh shit.
Falls
Luck
into
had
the
to give
fire.
out sometime.
Yeah. So listen, I'm gonna make a plea. Can I use the dice that we earned?
Is it one of those rolls that looked like a 7 on the die, but then it turned out to be the other thing? Is it that bad, or?
It's not gonna win.
Um,
I'm okay with that.
yeah, I'm all right with it.
I mean, I don't want
It
a
was a
druid
group
turning me
earned
into
inspiration.
vines. Yeah. So let's just okay. What is it? Yes. Okay, that's better. 18. It
I'm curious, what was the first?
was a 7. It was a 7 with a +5, by the way. So it was a total was 7, but I got a
Alright.
2 on that dice.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Yes, I swiped it.
helping yourself, are you?
What? No, nothing. Nobody.
What?
So wait, yeah, I assume
So,
like
so
my
you're messing
compatriots-
about with the man's beans.
Yes. Oh man, that's
Oh,
what this
yeah?
guy looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
No.
damn.
You see before you, floating, cross-legged, hovering above the ground, a being with long gray hair, Fu Manchu mustache and goatee, large ears, not much of a nose, and rather old. Why don't you guys give me a history check?
Sure.
Key study check.
Sure.
Fortitude.
Ah,
That's a
16.
What's my history bonus? 13.
9.
man, I
All
had
right,
a +4.
Those of you who had 15 or better, which is just one of you,
Rid. Arnold.
Rid, somehow in your travels, you are aware of beings known as Gith. And you're vaguely aware that there's two kinds of Gith. There's a good kind and there's a bad kind, but you don't remember what the difference is.
Sick.
So I'm gonna use my elbow and kind of nudge Sesh and be like, I think this is one of those gifts. There's two kinds. One is friendly, the other not so much. This is one of them.
Neither one of us are friendly when you steal our spices and beans.
Yeah, so I'd just like to go on the record and say I never officially stole anything in regards to beans.
The
Semantics.
Gith kind of floats over your shoulder and says, my apologies. The beans are still there. But if you want to use my spice, please bring it forward.
Yes, of course. I mean, you mean this spice? And I pull it out of my pocket guiltfully, and like I was just caught in the cookie jar. And are you gonna let me keep it?
I like to imagine it was pouring out of his pocket while he was talking.
Yeah.
He takes it and he rolls it in his hands like this from you, and he takes another. He takes another one, does the same thing. He hands you one. He leans down and he lights it off the fire. Yes, this is better. He seems to float just a little bit higher.
So as
well done. Well done.
I try to look as cool as him, and I it's already rolled, and I go to put it in the fire. I'm trying not to get burned. I'm like, oh, and finally I get it, and yeah, no, it's good. I can't float though. I try, and I think I do, so I sit down right on the floor.
Yeah, you're floating a little bit in your
Oh,
mind.
I'm floating.
In your mind,
my
you are.
mind. Okay, but on the ground, I think I'm just sitting there, or possibly laying down in the fetal position.
Yeah. Quip totally walks over there. He's like, "Aye, Sesh, you gonna pass that or what?"
Yes, of course.
Puff pass.
I share, bro.
Sad Warforged noises.
Oh, aye, you can commune with the spirits on this.
Beep boop.
Arnulf, Abraxas, oh, sorry, Rhett.
So you've come. Have you just to smoke my herb, or are you here for some other reason? Some other reason, yes. I think that's why you're here. Why do you seek Herm?
I'm sorry, is it our turn to talk? Because it sounds like you already answered your first question.
Why are you here to see Herm?
It's a great question. Why are we here to see Herm?
We are here to ask a favor for why can't I remember his name all of a sudden?
Kitchard.
Thank you. For Mr. Kitchard.
Kitchard.
Kitchard. Yes, I know him. He does a wonderful job bringing moisture to this area. Very good. Very well. What is your request on his behalf? Though I am wondering why he sent such tough-looking individuals to talk to me.
Well, we have been sent here to catch him and bring him back. We are bounty hunters. But Sesh has convinced me not to take him in by force. So we are trying diplomacy. And well, we were wondering if you would help protect his family in his absence.
Well, that's quite a big ask, isn't it? Give me a persuasion check. This isn't going to be the ultimate. It's just kind of seeing how he's taking you.
This is a flat roll. 6. Thanks, Dice Roller.
Interesting. Perhaps someone else in the group would care to speak on your behalf, because
So
I have
listen
trouble
here.
believing a lion man like you would be using diplomacy. You strike me as one who craves the hunt and the fight.
This one knows what he's talking about.
Listen, what
I'd like
my
to
friend.
quietly cast guidance on Sesh real quick. Just a little reassuring
Yes.
hand on his shoulder.
And I look over. I always love his comforting pat on my shoulder, even though his claws look very weird and reptilian-like. So he's like, "Oh, it's very comforting." I think. Anyway, what my friend Arnie was trying to say here is that you have a man who is willing and ready to do the right thing by turning himself in and trying to clear his name. And the one person in this entire region or area he thought of in protecting his family was you. And you say it's a big ask. I understand you think it might be a big ask because it takes you from your regular norm, dear sir, on top of your majestic hill and with all of your spice. However, this one man is asking for your help. I think it would be a big thing to turn that down.
Give me a persuasion
Yes.
with advantage.
Oh, sweet mercy. Thank you for that advantage. First roll would have been an 11. This roll was almost a nat 20. It was a 19, so it's a 23.
You do have
It
Oh,
lasts for a minute
you know what?
until you use it.
I'm trying to make the plea here. I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's a D4.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to try to really solidify this claim here because this is important. And I got 23 plus 2, so 25.
Your words are not without merit, yes. However, I think I know an even easier solution. Leave this man and his family in peace and go about your way. Why not do that?
Yeah, so the thing is we got a job to do, and we're all not inadequate at our job.
Also,
Or at least-
the
No, go ahead.
facts of the matter, if we are not to bring him in peaceably, it's possible that other parties might try to bring him in otherwise. They might even try to bring him in cold, if you know what I mean.
Is that what that mechanical being strapped to your vehicle is? One of those less polite hunters?
Aye,
Yeah,
you
no,
have
that's
the facts
Asbot.
of it. And that is why we dispatched the construct.
Indeed. If you need an answer from me right now, yes? Do you need an answer?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna want to take your time about it, we could eat some of those beans with you,
Hmm.
and maybe try some of that different colored spice over there.
I think no more spice for today.
Yeah. I mean, we could go if you have your answer, though.
The answer right now is no. But that answer is liable to change. You see, there are caves not too far from here, and in them is an ancient and sacred scroll, something that a person of my interest would be very happy to get. If you were to retrieve that scroll for me, I would happily go and protect the the Kitchard homestead.
I do believe we had some other business to attend to in the caves anyway, so I think it might be within our purview to assist you in this matter.
We have an accord then.
Aye.
Yeah,
And I stick out a scaly hand at him.
Why can't you get the scroll yourself?
Do
Just out of
people not
curiosity.
shake or... Oh, okay.
Yeah. What were you about to
can't
say? That
Why can't you get the scroll yourself? Just out of curiosity.
Because you just agreed to get it for me.
But what's prevented you all this
I
time
spoke too
for having
slowly.
retrieved it?
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, there are guardians and creatures in the caves. They're rather unpleasant, and while it would not stress me too much to deal with them, it would take time away from my meditations. You see, I am what they call an enlightened. That is a very specific thing, and it has very strict requirements. Therefore, any time away from my meditations decreases the effectiveness of my being.
Huh. You don't
Just so I
say.
Just so I can get some logistics here, pal. Where are your caves you're talking about?
He gestures in the general direction that Rimble had told you about.
Okay, so we do believe it is in
That's-
fact the same cave system.
What kind of guardians can we expect there?
Nasty little things. I don't know what the locals call them, but I refer to them as dust goblins. I have no idea if they're goblins at all, for they always wear cloaks about their heads. They're small and numerous, pesky. As I said, not much of a challenge for one of my powers, but a nuisance, and perhaps more time-consuming than I'd like to deal with. However, a group of intrepid hunters such as yourselves will probably not die. Probably. The spirits are obscure on that one.
Well, death comes to us all eventually, but one hopes that today is not that day for us.
If your soul is not prepared, then yes, I encourage you to live longer. Oh, they also have, perhaps you've seen them, these little, well, they're not little at all. They're large insect-like creatures.
Very sharp claws on them.
Indeed, yes.
We've encountered
yeah.
some in the Badlands.
Sand fleas.
Sand fleas. Yes, they have some sort of agreement. They live in harmony with each other, unbelievably. For the dust goblins, to me, don't live in harmony with anything. I would think that if this desert had not been a desert, they would have turned it to one with their rapacious ways. If you do make it out of there, make sure you count your gold and your valuables. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I should tell them that. The cave has two aspects to itself. There's the cave side that is the dust goblins. It is patrolled, and mostly you will have to run into their kind, the sand flea, as you say, and whatever other traps they may have for you. The other side they do not control. And the spirit world is restless there. It would be best for you to avoid that side.
Restless
Which
spirits, you say?
Indeed. I do not know which side is which, though. My powers cannot penetrate that far into the rock.
How far away are we talking? Something we can make quickly, soon?
I
Chop,
think you
chop.
could. I think you could be there within the hour if you take your vehicle.
This hunk of junk is the fastest runner on the planet.
If you say so. I know not about such things.
Well, we thank you for your advice that you've given us. I hope that it provides us good insight on this task we are about to undertake.
As do I. I would very much like to have the ancient and sacred scroll. And as I said, if you return with that and bring it to me, I will then offer my protection to the Kitcherd homestead.
What's the scroll do exactly now? They're Herm.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a terrible idea. That's a real terrible idea. That would be a 4 with modifiers. I think I just vomited while I was talking. What's that scroll? Blah!
Is that a 1?
No, it was a 3. Plus 1, 4.
It is beyond someone of your limited training to understand. It would not be an effective use of the time we have here for me to sit and explain it to you. Suffice it to say, it is an item I once possessed, and I wish to have it back. It is precious to me.
We'll get your fancy recipe book.
Scroll. Ancient and sacred scroll.
We'll get your scroll. Liking the deal. Yeah.
You must say 3 words. No,
Oh, we better pay attention then. You don't want to get this wrong later.
that too. No,
All right. Let's gather our troops and sally forth.
Sally.
and so you leave the enigmatic Herm, the Gith Enlightened, on his hill as you venture forth across the plain towards the caves. Herm did not lie. Within an hour, using the runner, you close in on the caves, and they are unusual. They have a certain purple or blueness to them, which you have not seen in the desert. Everything has been more of the orange and yellows. As you move closer, yes?
Oh, no. Continue the description. Sorry.
As you move closer, you do see a well-used entry point into the caves. The cave itself, a mouth of it. And peering into it from the runner, you don't see much besides darkness. And as it is almost 10 o'clock, I think that's where we'll leave it for the evening.
Oh, okay. Then we can probably save my thing until next session.
Okay. All right.
It is just about 10. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Good session, guys.
Yeah. You're muted.
Sesh.
Josh.
Josh,
You're muted.
That's him.
I'm calling him Sesh.
It's you.
I said it was, and thank you. I said it was a good sesh because I promised I would take down Asbot in the first 0.5 session, didn't we? Isn't that when we first met?
Yeah. That's when
Yeah.
we first
Automatic Stalker?
met Berg and the Asbot.
Yeah.
And yeah, you called it right from then.
You showed that ass
Cheat.
who's boss.
That's
Whereas
right.
I could not touch that ass if I tried.
I got super lucky on my rolls tonight. I never
You
roll
were
that
on
good.
fire with those.
Yeah,
I
you
never roll that good. So I'm doomed for like the rest of it to just be
Yeah.
mediocre and shit.
Well, that's like,
So,
have you ever started a game session and the first thing you roll is a nat 20?
yeah.
Yeah. It always happens to be on some, like, random ass, like, really didn't care about it persuasion check or something. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, sure, I get a nat 20 on this. You know, convincing the guy to give me an extra hot dog. Awesome.
Hey, that's an important role right there, if you
I
ask
mean,
me.
it can be, depending on the character.
All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. This Sunday, some people will be around doing things.
Yes.
I don't know what those things are yet,
we're
and
gonna
I probably will not
stream
be a part of them this Sunday
a
because I have
casual game, I think.
Sunday.
Potentially Among Us or maybe Jackbox games, I think is what we talked about for Sunday. And then
And-
Odd Lot will be on Monday.
Yes. And beyond that, I'm not really sure. I think I won't speak for Calvin, but Determinators might be on hiatus too. I'm not sure.
I think last he mentioned it was.
The last I knew, he was going to put Determinators on hiatus as well.
Okay. So we'll see some of you again on Sunday, and not Monday for Odd Lot. And then next Wednesday we'll enter these caves, I assume, and see what's what for Aetherflux Hunters.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for joining us, friends.
Thank you.
Oh,